So here's the first set. All three are neutral butterfly sets. So we start a couple miles apart, turn in, and then the fight is on. So we're going to pitch into the right and kick this thing off. So here at the turn in, we're probably about 3.5 to 4 miles away, setting up for our initial pass. I got an idea in my head about what I want to do on this first merge, and I'm already starting to execute that. So here I'm gaming it a little bit. I'm starting to basically early turn him. You can see the flanker at the merge there. It's a left to left, and I already have a little bit of angles on him. So I watch him, and my game plan is basically get the fight as slow and close as possible. So I dig pretty good nose low and kind of watch him and see what he does. And in this case, I really don't gain any kind of a offensive advantage on him. We have a second merge here. I've got some angles on him here. Another left to left. I start picking the nose up to bleed airspeed and then reverse because I saw his vector was downhill and I thought maybe I could force him out in front of me. But what ends up happening is he picks the nose back up because he's got some extra energy, and I have to kind of come off of my one circle fight and make this second merge happen. So there he is up above me about 11 o'clock. We're still relatively neutral, but now he commits nose low pretty aggressively, and I know he's bled down on speed, so I'm low on airspeed and energy, so I just reverse and come back on him. And you can see basically he flies out in front of me with some plan form view, and that's the gunshot. Alright, the second fight, we do another butterfly set. Again, we start out about a mile apart, beam one another, head in the same direction. And here's basically the cutaway. So we just take 30-40 degree cutaway just to build the distance between us so we can safely turn in and start the fight. Pretty standard stuff among fighter pilots and the different air forces I've worked with. So here's the turn in. Really the fight kind of starts here. You're formulating the game plan in your head. How many knots do you want at this merge? How hard do you want to pull in on that turn in? Truth be told, both airplanes have missile shots when they first turn in, so no pre-merge shots. And again, this one here is going to be a left to left, and now the fight is on. So kind of similar game plan out of me, kind of going level across the horizon, and then I'm going to dig nose low here to kind of see what he does. So on this particular engagement, he kind of follows me nose low, and then we pick him up here for the second merge about 11 o'clock. No real angles. But what he does is he comes over the top and commits nose low earlier in this particular fight, which is a mistake because I'm bled down, and there he is. He plan form view, gun selected, and he flies right through the HUD with the trigger down. So this is a BFM error here. I reverse on him, but it's pretty amazing what he does. So I had all kinds of angles on him, and he does the air show thrust vectoring backflip, whatever, and here he comes right back at me. So that was pretty eye-watering. I mean, we're beak to beak here. I went from having 90 degrees on him to a high aspect merge in the time it took me to scoop out of a dive. So that's some of that air show stuff being applied in BFM. Pretty remarkable. So here's the third engagement, last one we do. So just cut away. Again, just building that 3 to 4 mile separation. Flanker's such a large airplane, it's really hard to lose sight, which makes it kind of nice. So we turn in, and all day my game plan is to get slow, bleed down the energy, and make the flanker fight my fight, which is slow speed fight, even though that's the flanker's strong suit as well. So we end up doing another left to left pass here. which is primarily driven by the fact that I had the GoPro on the left and I wanted to make sure that all the merges were down the left side. Pretty neutral. This one here, we actually end up both picking the nose up on the initial, on our initial move. And I start going back down nose low here, and then I see the Su-30 kind of hanging out above me, so I got to make this second merge happen. So I pick the nose up best I can to try to get this second merge to happen, and there he is at 11 o'clock, and it's kind of cool. He's kicking out flares, which you don't see all the time, which means he perceives a threat. We have another left to left, and I'm bled down a lot. He again commits his nose low, and I just basically turn in on him. So here you can see a lot of plan for him. I got gun selected, and it's another gunshot at this point. So I know the GoPro distorts some of the ranges, but these were actually very tight fights as far as how close the airplanes were. And that was all the gas we had for that day. So 3 fights and done. Okay, so what I've done, kind of like the MiG-29 video, I've uploaded the same 3 fights, this time with the real audio on and without me yapping, so you guys can hear the actual airplane and just enjoy the footage raw. So hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. hope you guys enjoyed it. At the end of the day, what an incredible experience. I mean, it's kind of crazy that I had to get out of active duty, join a company like Boeing, and head overseas to actually get a fight. I made the MiG-29 video, and now the flanker, get to fight the MiG and the flanker. So very rare and fantastic opportunity. So I can't thank the RMAF guys enough. They hooked me up with flanker fights more than once. This time I just happened to have my camera with me, and I just happened to come out on top this time. So hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.